Okay. Hey everybody, a little weather extra here today. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going on outside. We're gonna talk a little bit about what's going on at the end of the week, and certainly gonna focus on what's happening for the weekend, where we're tracking some more in the way of showers and thunderstorms. It seems like pretty much every weekend we have to deal with some kind of thunderstorm activity. 'Tis the season, March and April, and even into early May, where we could be looking at the possibility of some stronger or more severe weather. But right now outside, it's awesome, except for the pollen count. That's a little high, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. Looks pretty nice outside. Take you through some of the cameras. Madison right now, 565, looks good. Traffic looks a lot better than it did this morning for the morning commute. It was backed up. Big old slow commute this morning. A lot in the way of traffic, not in the way of accidents though. Certainly nothing weather related because the weather itself was delightful this morning. That's what's nice about this time of year. You can have some comfortably cool mornings and then you can really spike the temperatures up in the afternoon, have this big jump in temperature. And that's pretty much what we're gonna have again today. Waking up this morning, there was some 40s and there was also some 30s mixed in, and now we're already in the 60s. Beautiful Gunnersville, looking good. If you're on the lake, good day to do some fishing too. Not much wind like we had yesterday. Yesterday, the winds got a little crazy in the afternoon. Not so much the case for today. In fact, the winds will stay generally light, and it turns out to be a pretty nice day if you're going to be out and about, not just in Gunnersville, but really anywhere. Maybe head down to Big Spring Park, take a little walk, maybe do a little lunch outside. Perfect day to have lunch outside in the restaurant instead of being inside. Temperatures across the board, 60s for most. A lot of 59s. You're so close to 60. It's just like, let's just call you 60 at this point. Meridianville, 59. Winchester maybe a little cooler, but overall, really nice start to the day. The wind's not as gusty. Talked about that. Eric Burke said maybe an occasional gust of 15 this afternoon out of the northwest, and that's pretty much all we have. It's not much in the way of any kind of wind. It just turns out to be a really nice day. After yesterday was a little warmer, today not quite as warm, around 70. That northwesterly directional breeze keeps it just a touch cooler, but you still have plenty of sunshine, so it works out well. I see that comment you just wrote, Darren. Love the stream. It's working. It's working. Tonight, mostly clear, pleasant. Another one of those nights when you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll feel refreshed at the bus stop and going to work in the morning. Temperatures in the 40s. Then the 3-day forecast looks really good for Thursday. That doesn't come with any wind. That's just a 76 and sunny and beautiful. Yours truly has the day off. I'll be very busy still on my day off, but I will be enjoying that sunshine as much as I can. Friday all hinges on how much cloud cover we have. If we go overcast in the afternoon, we ain't hitting 80, okay? But if we could keep a little sunshine around in the morning, got a chance to hit 80 with a strong southwesterly breeze. And then we go into Saturday. And that will be the first of probably 2 rounds of thunderstorms for the weekend. Could be 3, but we'll call Saturday an afternoon, early evening event. And that does not look like the chance for severe weather. Looks like it will be mainly just a rain event with some stronger storms that could produce some small hail in particular. And that will be the first round of storms. Let me time it out for you. Here's that threat going into Saturday. And in the morning, we're dry, but by the afternoon, you see a little rain move in. This is not a line of like rock'em sock'em severe thunderstorms. It's mainly just some small hail, marginally gusty winds, and some rainfall. That particular line will move east. And besides a stray shower Sunday morning, Sunday's mainly dry, especially in the morning. Not until really the nighttime, Sunday night into Monday, would be your next chance of potentially seeing some stronger storms. It's this second round of storms that would produce the potential for some stronger storms or more severe weather. We also have to keep an eye out for Sunday afternoon. Preceding this line, there could be a few cells that develop. That would be the biggest concern. If you pop a couple cells before this line gets here, that would be the chance you could have more in the way of severe weather. And that's not what we want. We hope it all plays down, but something that we're watching very closely. Keep in mind, it is only Wednesday morning. This is for Sunday night into Monday. In the weather world, it's an eternity. It's 4 days away. A lot can happen. So as long as you know that you're aware and you know something is going down for Saturday and Sunday, mainly Sunday night into Monday, at least you are updated and you know that you have to keep up with 48 for the very latest so you know what to expect. Severe threat will continue into Monday morning. Models really slowing this thing down and making this almost more of a Monday event now, but the timing change and it just takes us a couple of days. We get closer, the high-res models will start to allow us to fine-tune the timing and the anticipated threats that come with that line of storms. That's why we put severe late on the 10-day to show you it's at Sunday night into Monday, okay? And then whatever is left over on Monday is out of here by the afternoon. Tuesday looks good, Wednesday looks good, and then another chance for some stronger storms possibly by the end of next week on Thursday, Friday. So the pattern is active, and there's certainly multiple opportunities for some kind of adversity when it comes to weather. But right now, there's also some really nice days on there too. And that's today and tomorrow and even Friday with a little humidity building in and a breeze and clouds. It's still really nice. And even next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, if you can take 5 or possibly, we'll say 6 days out of 10, and they are okay on the 10-day forecast, that's not too shabby. You just got to keep an eye out for those other days that aren't so great. I think the biggest target time to keep an eye on is Sunday night. I'm sure that there'll be a plethora of posts coming tomorrow and Friday on social media about how this is going to all play out for the weekend. And my advice to you would be to stay with whatever way you get your weather updates from. We love it to be WAFF 48, but whatever you feel like you trust, get your forecast, make sure you know what's going to happen on the weekend, and follow that person or follow that station or follow whatever way it is. But just make sure that they're actually someone that's qualified to do it. That's all. And this way you'll keep safe and everything will be all right. Hopefully it'll play down and not up. And that's the best case scenario we can ask for, right? One thing that we are going to have, and this gets overlooked so often because everyone focuses on tornadoes, and there is a chance for some tornadoes, especially Sunday night, depending on how it all plays out. But we focus on the tornadoes first, damaging winds, large hail. But we always kind of forget the heavy rain. And take you back, what was it, last weekend? They had the heavy rain event. There was tremendous flooding. Some areas picked up over 6 inches of rainfall. Don't lose sight of the rain on this, because as we go into the weekend, it's not just Saturday, but it's Sunday too. It's a 1-2 pop of what could be very heavy rainfall. Some areas could be picking up 2-3 inches of rain once again. That will take the March total of rainfall for select locations across the Tennessee Valley and really spike it up here for this month. Many areas that were in drought in the fall and winter, forget about it, that's done. And we've had tremendous amounts of rain, especially the more west you go. Huntsville has been right about average, slightly below average actually. Decatur slightly above average. But then you go west, like the Shoals, way above average rainfall. Just seems like you get hit with every single way rainfall then. So, Matthew, I just talked about this. What does the tornadoes look like for Sunday night? And right now it is 4 days out, and it depends on exactly how things play out. If you get the line of storms, and I'll show you the graphic again. Let me post it back up for you, Matthew, okay? Bear with me. But on Sunday, I'm going to fast forward through Saturday because Saturday is not the question. Sunday is. So here's your Sunday, Matthew, okay? This is at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Line of storms moves through, packs a punch. At this point, severe weather is possible. Probably more of a wind rainmaker at that point. It's this time frame right here, around 8, 9 o'clock at night, right here. I want to stop that again, right here. See how there's nothing across the Tennessee Valley, Matthew? If we were to pop some storms at this very time, right there, when it says it's just cloudy, that would be the time of concern for maybe some stronger tornadoes. But if you don't get that cluster of storms or those little isolated cells before the main line, I think this turns into mainly just a wind and rain event with this, maybe a few spin-ups with this line here. So that should help answer your question for you. The pinpoint on whether or not we're going to have a tornado 4 days out is ludicrous. Trying to figure that out a day beforehand is a little bit of a challenge, let alone 4 days out. But obviously being aware and knowing what could play out and how it plays out is also very important. That's why it's so important to stay updated. Like you just asked that question, answered. We have multiple updates coming throughout the day. Chelsea will be here for the TVL show in the noon. Brad Travis will be in here tonight, keeping updates coming. We'll have weather extras coming in tonight too. So we keep you updated as much as we possibly can. I mean, we literally have like 19,000 different ways to update you. Whether it's on the app, whether it's on Weather Extra, whether it's on air, and we'll keep updates coming throughout, not only today, but right into the end of the week. We have plenty of time to watch this thing. So I hope that helps answer your question, Matthew. I appreciate you all coming on for Weather Extra. And I'm out of here. Chelsea's going to take over here right now, and she'll be on air at 11 o'clock for TVL. For now, everybody have a fantastic day. Enjoy the beautiful weather. And I know we're all focused on the weekend for severe weather, and I get it. But stop and smell the roses, so to speak. Just don't smell too much and sneeze. But enjoy the great weather that we have today, tomorrow, and even on Friday. It looks pretty good, too. Have a good one, everyone.